Hi everyone, it's Natalie, and I'm going to talk just a few minutes about my data collection and my interview process for the case study for this class. And so my topic is first generation college students and specifically paying attention to the community college setting. And so when I chose my interviewees, I looked at Southeastern Community College, which is where I am currently employed, and I wanted to look a little closely at early childhood education, which is the department that I'm in, but also other departments across campus. And so I ended up interviewing 8 people, and then used 5 of those interviews for this case study. And I found out some really interesting things. As far as my interviews went, they ranged from 30 minutes to around 45 to 50 minutes. So depending on how comfortable the student felt and just their comfort level with the interview processes overall. So during the interviews, we were in a room, an office, so it was semi-private, and the students were encouraged to elaborate as much as possible in their responses, and to a level where they felt comfortable. And so if they chose not to answer a question, that was okay as well. Learned a lot about these students during the interviews, and I feel like it's going to really benefit my case study. I did find that specifically the question about how they identify or what identities that they feel are important and why really is going. A lot of it related to, a lot of their responses actually did relate back to being the first member in their family to attend college. And then the challenges question, there were several themes that came up. One challenge that I was not necessarily as aware of was transportation. And so for these first generation college students, transportation I have found is really an issue. And so I thought that was interesting. And the support networks with these students across the board, the support networks were minimal. And if they did have a support network, it was typically one person, and that person was really strong, had a really strong presence in their life. And so those were some of the themes that I really thought stood out across, and they were common across the board with my interviewees. I feel like these interviews allowed students, the further we got into the interview, the more comfortable the students felt, and so the more they started to open up about how they truly felt. I thought that the first question, where they described their college experiences, a lot of them gave very vague, generic answers, almost like it was what they were saying what they thought I wanted to hear. But then as their comfort level increased, and it turned more into a conversation rather than an interview for most of them. So I enjoyed these interviews, and I look forward to using the information in my case study, and I look forward to reviewing your videos as well. Thanks.